and that script-like talk, which very impressive, by the way. I've never casted with this person before, but I am joined by Balake. My name is Wolfenheinz, and your casters for the final match. I believe this is day 18, and once again, Houston will represent the left side, and Miami will be representing the right side. So I believe it is Houston on attack and Miami defense. I think is what that means.
Yeah. I mark it as team colors, not positions, because they change and all that stuff. So first ban coming out of Houston is that Flores ban, another a very effective ban, a very crucial ban on a map like Kafe, because I just feel like Flores is one of those operators that works well on this type of map with clearing out rooms, zombie plays, ordnance, stuff like that. It's a very good operator to ban as well. Jackal, your casual ban, get the roamers, be able to be more free with the roaming, but that was an attacker ban off the board to that was a Houston ban on the Jackal there as they are attacking first. It's kind of odd. I probably would have seen like a Dokkaebi ban there, but Azami, there's the Azami ban there coming out from Houston. A very, very good ban on a map like Kafe.
There are so many areas that Azami can be utilized from. Off the top of my head, I can imagine 3 just on the top floor alone. Especially playing in Cigar and Christmas Tree area. A Mira ban too, yes! This is going to be such a good game. There's going to be no sneaky angles. It's going to rely purely on intel and gunfights. Because what Azami and Amira apply is very sneaky angles. Oh god, this is going to be such a good game. 2 of the top performing teams. And we're going to watch every single moment of it. So ladies and gentlemen, at home, grab some popcorn, sit down, get comfy. This is going to be one hell of a game. This might be our game of the night, honestly. Because unfortunately, our last game, Calgary against kind of a landslide. The score ended 7-2 in favor of Calgary. But, back on the topic of Calgary, I never watched that team much. I might go watch some VODs on them now.
Yeah, earlier this season, they were a very good team. I know my first ever casted game with Galleon, my first ever casted game in general, was that game with I was on, I believe it was Chalet, Calgary, and Anaheim. That was I believe an 8-7 game, down to the wire as our first game. So a good introductory to both these teams here. But I'm curious as to why one of the usual players on Neon is not there. I'm not seeing Bedmite on their lineup. He may be what's the word I'm looking for? He may be absent in this lineup today as they're have a substitute.
Bedmite did have some issues.
Bedmite did have some. Well, they have the other blessing. They have Lobs, and I do not know how to. I think that's Adexi's blessing.
Adexi, yes, that's
Adexi's blessing. Yeah,
Adexi
they have him in there.
Co-owners for Volatile Gaming. Very kind dude, actually. I know just about all these players. I love getting to know players. Good vibes all around. All right, going into round 1 here, 2 minutes and 30 marked on the clock. I am noticing though that who is that? There's somebody playing inside a small, no kills have been recorded yet, but it looks like a lot of drones will be used here, just throwing it at the same thing. Now, I don't really know what to expect when it comes to frags here. Normally I have a pretty good head on my shoulders on who I think will win. This one could go either way. Both teams are very good and reputable own scenarios in their own cases. Adexi does get flashed, though, being the one playing inside a bakery behind the cupcake stand. Not getting killed, though. That flash grenade was a little bit of a waste, in my opinion, because nobody pushed. Lobs will be playing with them. More grenades go out. No value off of those. And Sparks gets the first kill. Adexi gets gunned down in favor of Houston, which is on the left side, by the way. I remembered. I'm proud of myself. Lobs is very injured, though. No Thunderbird, unfortunately for him, so he will be forced to play the rest of those round at 1 HP. A minute 35 left on the clock here. The attackers, while making very steady pace, I encourage to speed up just a little. Oh wait, no, they got the wall of it. Never mind, they have very good pace. Whoa! A C4 from the low. There was barely any audio. Case charges were detonating. Vok is down too. Wait, is that a recruit? No, that's not a recruit. That was just. Oh, sorry, I blinked too fast. I guess. User rate does get that kill on the Lob's Blessing. It's a 3v. Houston or Miami could take this here. Ozzy is still inside a coat, loyal to that spot, not wanting to move as we 60 seconds. Diffuser is still in hand in favor of Sparks, who has 1 kill, mind you. Both teams have very solid areas, although Ozzy may want to move or maybe even adjust. Not quite sure. He is Echo, though, so... Wait, he is Echo. I don't think they've shot down the drones. No, no, both drones are still up.
He has those drones hiding away right now, trying to find an
does.
opportunity to drive back on the site.
35 seconds left on the clock. Those could be crucial. 30 seconds left on the clock here. Sparks, wait. Sparks is gonna plant right now, I bet. Yep, the diffuser goes down.
Echo drone denial. Yes, there it is.
Yes, a double kill for Flash.
Triple kill.
Triple kill! A triple kill for the Jaeger. It's a fuck to clutch this. Fox slowly peeking inside a cone. Gets gunned down. A quad kill by Shadow. Jaeger H-Cog, man. God. Ooh. Very nice position. The Bolo charm, too. Very good start in favor of Miami. Wait, Miami? Yes, yep. Miami. Wow, man. I don't know what to say. I haven't had
Miami there.
Yeah, I haven't had too much experience with casting both of these teams, especially at the same time. But this is gonna be such a good game.
Yeah, and I feel like the quad kill from the Shadow Flash there is what really brought them home to that victory there, as they were able just to clear out the Wamais and all the utility inside a bakery there, and just were able to just force their way inside and get rid of the Wamai and stuff like that. Get some really pushed into back into site there, as they had to spread actually off of site in order to create some space there and be able to get that denial off there, and Shadow Flash getting the kills intermittently there, cleaning up the round with that Jaeger to close out the round there was very crucial. But now the defenders on the top floor here, we see Lob's blessing on that usual Valk pick. He loves I've seen him on Valk quite a bit. Shadow back on Jaeger, because why not? Because he absolutely popped off with Jaeger the last round there, getting those 4 kills. As he on the Mute, which is a really good play for upstairs, as well as the Wamai, and also the Warden to counter any Ying plays or spam flashes from like a Nomad or something like Ash, etc., as the defenders here are going to be rappelling up the main wall. As Lops is going to be ratting on these main stairs here, as Wamai is also inside of Cigar Lounge, and now Zistro is now on the roof here, waiting for the hatches to be opened up in order to get some intel started here, as I believe Ace is actually going to head back down to the bottom there as he rappels down the wall, as everyone saw at home, as he just rappelled past the player on the cigar window. I believe that is I want to say it's the IQ, but IQ is now droning to get some intel here. Drone on Axes, but Axes has no idea. Ace charge on the wall, getting the wall opened up on a low angle there, as the attackers are storming the roof. Iana drops in, but I do not think that was a clone. No, it's actually the Iana. But Iana went down straight to bottom red to hold the staircase for his teammates to try to probably come in.
To interrupt you, but I am noticing. Wait, I am noticing lack of roam clear downstairs. I believe they do. Wait, do they have a pre-placed nitro cell?
Yep,
no, they don't know. Bob's blessing as I speak inside a pillar, playing very carefully, looking up inside a cigar, hoping to catch another another attacker off guard. None will come as of yet. A minute 20 left up here as time slowly goes down, shooting the remainder of the gridlocks. That is the Iona gone. Zishro, I don't even know if any frag grenades were used that round. They are droning out, but there's a minute 15 left on the clock. They really need to pick up the pace here. Sparks on the Zofia, 1.5. Very good recoil, actually. I gotta get where it's due. Oh, I believe I see another kill coming up here very soon. There is an attacker running into bathroom. It's Uek does get that kill onto a Dexy. The Dexy does get gunned. Oh no. No, Uek doesn't know. The drone didn't see him in time last time. Sparks doesn't get a kill on Shadow Flash. And I'm sorry. That's Ozzy. Ozzy gets that kill in the Uek. It's a 3v3. Miami or Houston could take this, although there is 40 seconds left on the clock here. Houston needs to speed up just a little bit here. Now the remainder attackers going up the stairs. Lobs playing very carefully on white stairs. The patience of this man is unreal. 25 seconds on the clock here. They don't have defuser, by the way. I'm not quite sure where that is down that. I can only imagine that's somewhere up in Cigar. Uh-oh. Lobs throwing out a nitrocell. No value.
C4 missed. C4 missed.
Very-
That's crucial there for the
Very
attackers.
late. 9 seconds left on the clock. Here, Love's Pussy will push slowly in the bathroom. Does get that one kill. Double up. Peeking very carefully, firing at a wall for some reason. The diffuser will go down by Foxes. It's up to Sparks to defend this, and it's not gonna happen. Bobs gets another kill. And Watson calls it out. Once again, Miami gets another round. Very good defense. Okay, very weird aim there, but
Whoa.
not quite sure what he was aiming
my boy,
at.
recoil control exists.
I don't even think that was recoil control. He was just aiming above the head.
Nah, he wasn't recoil control. That recoil controlled him, bro. What the hell was that recoil control? Shot above his head, like some warning shots or something. Yeah. Good round for Neon there, cleaning it up.
It might have been courtesy. You never know. He was trying to save his KD or something.
Yeah. The round, I think regardless, the round would have ended there if he would have got off plan for about a quarter of a second. But anywho, Neon cleaning up that round beautifully, getting that spread out there. Good defensive strat upstairs. Getting rid of that Eon early on off the board was a really crucial pick, as the Lobs was just downstairs uncontested completely with no drones, no intel whatsoever, as they were able just to walk straight through and be able to clean up this round here. I feel like that mistake of a lack of intel is what probably lost them that game against Toronto. Being a worse team was probably more of an intel game than a gunfight game, as they were going against that lower ranking team. But I feel like I feel like Houston really has to pick up the pace here a little bit in order to get some rounds back. Being down now 2-0, if they win this round here, bring it to 1-2, they do have a better opportunity to be able to get more rounds, getting that momentum going, as I call it, the momentum of winning those rounds, getting those kills, keeping the spirits high and morales high. But a spawn peek from a Dexies doesn't really see anybody because all the attackers have spawned on River Dock's side, unfortunately. No kills for a Dexies.
Some of the stuff he goes for is crazy. He likes to go for the second floor, the room next to train car. He likes to get up on the table and run into the window seat. It's unreal. Use Ray playing like, whoa! Dexy with the early nitro. Unfortunately, he is down. Although I don't think the attackers have any way of knowing. Oh, never mind. They know. Zistro does get that kill into a Dexy. Wow, man.
Damn.
That I wasn't expecting that. I thought Dexy had left because that spawn peak was a fail. Granted, it was a trade. That buck is gone. Although they still do have quite a bit of roof support there with the sledge and the ace still being in play. A minute 58 seconds left on my clock here. I am noticing a more diligent intel course going for Houston now, as I see a minimum of 3 drones at least active right now.
Oh, wait, was Shadow Flash spotted by that drone? Right past him. Okay, now he's spotted.
Well, definitely he's very spotted, yeah.
The drone drove right past him, but is he gonna peek the window?
Use Ray.
Oh,
Use Ray.
Close.
No!
That's a close angle there, use Ray. Come on.
Use Ray.
Castle,
Come on.
Make the peek, make the peek, Shadow. Make the peek, Shadow. Take his head off right now with this clean
so
sweep.
Patiently. I love it. Carefully, he's not the.
Come
wait,
on, Shadow.
no.
Come on, Shadow.
No. Aim it ahead. Level good swung. Swung by Zishro, double kill for him. Moving down the white stairs now. Houston has a man advantage for the first time in 3 rounds. 2 rounds, sorry. It's only been 3 rounds. Ozzy playing with shotgun on white stairs, hoping to get a little more value here, trying to get Miami back into the swing of things. Ueg on the ace, breaking stuff down. Going to maybe get another angle onto the defenders. Bear in mind, though, there is still a Valkyrie in play, and there's still 1 Nitro in play held by Ozzy.
Oh.
What was Watson doing?
Watson. What are you doing, man?
Bach does get that kill on the lob. Oh no, Ozzy's getting by 3 of them. Gets gunned down by User. And that goes the first round for Houston.
Huge round for Houston there. Being able to bring it back to that 1-2, as I mentioned, clearing out the Neon defense there with a roam clear. Brilliant distraction by the IQ on the window there. I believe that was Usury, as Zistro just jumped straight in Skylight with no sound cue and just obliterated the castle as they walked down white stairs, and ended up winning the round because Watson was looking the wrong way. Man was looking at a wall, and the guy walked right behind him and shot him in the back of the head, bringing it to like a 4v2. Wasn't even looking at him.
I think he was on cameras. That's the only.
Or he was on cam,
really
or he was not paying attention or something.
Unfortunately, though, for Miami, they expecting the brute force that Houston was bringing to the table. They did not waste any time. They said, you know what? Our last strategies didn't work. Let's try something new. And they breached and cleared CQC style. That was beautiful.
Yeah, good good clear by Houston there to get the entry into the building there. Brilliant distractions on the window there by Usury. And an excellent cleanup from Usury as well, as he got the remaining 2 or 3 kills there, I think, in that round. I believe his last 2 kills there. But now the defenders opting to go back down to the basement there in that kitchen bakery area. Hopefully being able to better defend it than last time, as they were steamrolled through, but then Shadow Flash ended up clutching the round as they were spread off a site completely, and then a 2v1 he clutched up. So hopefully we can see that again come out of Shadow, as he's now 4-2, not getting any kills in the last 2 rounds. So hopefully he can pick up the speed here a little bit, as I believe it's the same kind of setup here as I believe that's, yep, a Dexy's Blessing again, sitting inside of their Ying. I think it's a Ying. Ying's going out as they're trying to get rid of this, get him, just push him out this position here. Only if there was a warden. Only there was a warden now. Oh no.
It looks like Adexi has left his position from behind the shield, playing very cautious now. An Echo Drone will stun Zishro. Adexi does get gunned down by Sparks, man. Oh no. Miami's in trouble here. Attackers being very careful about this. Adexi will be down. That is the Wamai. Though I think he got 3 of the 4 or 3 of the 5, however many Wamai frisbees that he has access to down. And they were smart enough to use burners. Uek does get that kill on the lobs 5v3 situation. There will be one inside the code. It's Ozzy. No surprise. Ozzy, no!
Shadow.
Wait, no, Shadow!
Come on, Shadow.
Unfight? Wow, Shadow won that gunfight. I am amazed. What the hell? Watson's all the way upstairs. Perhaps going for a flank here.
Watson with a crazy flank, yeah.
He's right still inside a prep. Oh my god. No, wait, what? He's not shooting him! He wasn't shooting him. Watson gets gunned down by Usury. 3-2 situation here. Ozzy does get a refrag. 2 kills! Another kill! Goes down! A 1v1 situation here. The players question are Shadow Flash and Vok. Vok with the help. Wait, he has Defuser too. And wins that gun!
Damn.
Shadow Flash gets gunned down, faulty through the window into prep. Wow.
Damn. Crazy round. Again, for
I'm
Houston
with you on
there.
that. Damn. That is the only description I can use.
absolute cleanup for Houston, as Watson was upstairs, completely vulnerable, and saw that twitch directly beneath him, and didn't take shots or use any of his canisters before he ended up getting taken out on a long peek there. Should never, ever take those angles as a smoke player with the SMG-11, but at the end of the day, he should have been closer to sight to block off the play there. But I feel like the attackers should not have won that round, just because Zistro wasted all of the Ying Candelas on just the guy in bakery, which made no sense to me, because I feel like you burn ADS, you burn everything else, and then you use 2 Candelas. 2 Candelas
It's a little excessive.
is all you need. The 4 is just a waste of utility, in my opinion, as well as a waste of just flashes. Because if the dude's already flashed, you're trying to shoot, why flash him more? It's only gonna prolong the flash by like maybe a half a second to a second more. But then again, there's already gonna be 3 or 4 of you inside a bakery while they're being flashed. So honestly, better use of utility there would have been a way easier than coming down to a one-on-one fight, after as he took the head clean off of 2 of the attackers before they got into the site. So hopefully a better utility usage will come out of a Ying play later on in this game. But now 2-2. Houston looking up now, winning those last 2 rounds, getting it to a tie game is crucial right now in this first half. Bring it to a 3-3 would also be it's also a very crucial move for them as well. Getting it to a tie game would be absolutely stupendous for them. So
I am seeing something that's a little bit out of the way though for Houston. I end up looking to used for roam clear. Zishro, speaking of which, don't be quite a bit of damage here. It looks like they will be attempting roam clear here rather than drone, and they will just be brute forcing their way through. Lob is the only one downstairs, I think. The remainder of the defenders are somewhere around OBJ. Sistro playing instead of reading, being very careful here at 50 HP, hoping to maybe catch lobs or anyone else. Anyone else down?
Yep, there it is. Usually gets the frag on the lobs there really easily from beneath too. Showed a hole straight to right stairs there and saw him, but on an attacker on upside down repel here, as Shadow Flash might try to get the one-tap kill. It'd be an absolute charm kill, but Shadow Flash free-fires him straight off that window. That's a clay pigeon kill right there. As Watson getting taken down very low HP, as Sparks is gonna try to get him off that shield there, burning the ADS uses as he gonna try to maybe swing in here, but Shadow Flash holding that angle in the bathroom is gonna make it really hard for him. As he ratting on these white stairs here with that mute, might get swung here by that. I believe that is the that's the ace and the ace and the Yana down there, I believe. But the ace is gonna try to run away and ends up getting killed on site by Shadow Flash. 3v4 now. Zistro on low HP because he was in a gunfight earlier, but still holding a safe position is Adexi's holding that cigar lounge push over there. But now Iana outside the building trying to come back here. 1 minute left. Adexi's gets a kill on the Spark there now, 4v2 in Miami's favor, 2-man favor. But now I believe that still could be going to go grab cams at the last second here, as we might see Niana try to get the wallbang kill here onto somebody. Yes, he does. That's a kill onto Adexi's. 2v3 now, still in favor of Neon. I just watch these Capcan traps because he's at a critically low amount of HP, as Watson's going to take some shots on the side here, as Zistro's going to walk straight into Cigar Lounge with no contest as the defenders have backed off now. He's going to run back over here. 20 seconds remaining. One defender top red, one cocktail, one sitting in that corner of sight there. There's little time remaining, 15 seconds now. The Tigers have very little time to get onto this site and plant or kill all of the remaining defenders here. Rat corner, Shadow gets that triple kill. Last one defender, or attacker rather, is in bathroom as he's going to swing this white hallway here towards Azzy. Azzy's going to miss his shots completely. Back into the hallway now, and the time runs out. And Miami is able to hold them off for a straight 3 minutes with no entry into sight, besides the ace there, who ended up getting killed by Shadow anyways, because Shadow is the Rat King, as we all know. Absolute bloodbath in Miami's favor. Cleaning up the attackers here. Absolutely amazing run from Neon. Well played round for Neon. Excellent play. That lobs kill could have been a little quicker, but Iana ended up cleaning her up before she could do any real damage with that excellent kill from Train. Just absolutely amazing play from Neon. Absolutely amazing play.
I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. That was all very down to the wire. There was kills left and right.
The speed.
I'm not. Yeah, the speed. Like this, and I gotta say, I love it. I really love it. I hope
the past gameplay is nice. It's nice to watch that out, but trying to calm that is just completely impossible because of the amount of the speed and the velocity and the momentum and all this, the sheer like violence from this team here. Don't mean to quote Doc on that, but the amount of just everything going on in this game right now is crazy quick. As they're doing, defenders here, Miami are doing a similar setup before this round switch here on downstairs. Again, Dexi's back on that yokai play here on Echo. Very smart play on the sniper room here. Nice black ice, by the way. As he's going to be setting up into coach check here as usual. Most defenders are probably doing the same setup here. They have the Wamai Azzy playing inside of there instead of, I believe it was Dexi's last time. But the UJM are going to block out that Iana clone and give very little intel here as they're going to try to swing in the site here. Twitch now is shocking some of these cams, and one of them is Mute is playing close and prep at this footholds at the door, unless the attackers can get rid of the Mute jammer on that wall, and the Ace can probably get it open there and get some angles. But Uwek takes out the Dexies. That's an early kill as he walks from the site. But Shadow Flash gets the trade back onto Uwek, and that's a 4v4 now. Ying plays. Ying until is coming out. Attackers rushing in the bakery. Iana clone close by. The attackers have no idea. Feet getting shot. Down goes the Ying. That's a 1 kill. This is with shotgun on the second guy, and it gets taken out. 3v2 now in favor of Houston. Two minutes remaining with 5 people down off the board. It's a crazy play for Houston now. Have man advantage and also have full HP on all of their teammates. Last 2 attack defenders, are not on site. Down goes Watson to the Iana as Shadow Flash is walking in the hallway, but it ends up getting taken out by Sparky as well, bringing it I believe, to a 3-3 split going into half.
I'm not quite sure why he was looking the opposite way. There was no suppressor on that gun for the Iona, so the bullet was evident. Looking the wrong way, although they were just a little overwhelmed here. Now all tied up 3-3 going in the round 7.
Absolutely.
Just
well, cocktail first room for Miami here. Nothing expected less of this team here. Probably, yep, the major beneath denial with that Valkyrie C4 Pulse C4 Solus impacts, along with that Warden to counter a Ying or a flash play, as well as the mute. No, actually switching off the Solus to go to Wamai. Probably a more favorable. A more favorable play over the Solus play, just to get rid of that ordnance and save his teammates who are playing site. A very smart play. What he has to play his life out smarter than he usually does. Now, sides have switched. We are seeing some new lineups here. I do like the attackers lineup. Very solid lineup with Breacher, secondary hard breacher, which is the hard breach devices. You got Watson for flank coverage. You got the Shadow Flash taking those frag kills, being 10 and 4 this game. The best player in the lobby kills wise. Doing very well for himself right now, cleaning up this Neon team, bring it to a 3-3 tie. I honestly love what's happening in this game so far. A very close game, but a very action-packed game as well. The defenders here opting to go with a Wamai, very smart pick. I already went through this lineup. I'm probably not even going to do it again, but a very strong lineup for Cocktail on this third floor site here, as defenders now are going to start to come in here. I believe that is a suppressor of Watson's ARX there. A questionable pick, honestly, over any other barrel extensions, but suppressor meta is still pretty strong after they did recently rework them kind of in their most recent update. But I believe that's the Pulse lobs down there, not lobs, sorry, Sparks. Gonna be trying to running into this window, look for some heartbeats on the window there, but all the defenders now on the roof. It really doesn't matter if we're looking on rappel. I believe two defenders attackers are on the roof now, as some of them are trying to rappel up and down, figure out where they're going, getting the hatches opened up. As yep, that's all of them. All of them are on that side of the building or on the windows here, as they're going to try to clear out Cigar here and get some easy frags or nade kills, as they're going to shoot these windows open and try to get some looking ways or entryways inside of Cigar here. A very tricky room to enter into from these windows here, especially if you're trying to come from that side of the map. But with two of them on this roof here, it's going to be a very hard take. Zistro and the mute in the back there looking at these windows. A minute 40 now. Not a lot of action from this team here, as they are taking their slow damn time here. But Zistro is taken out by Lob. Very easy kill off of that right there, taking no damage off that fight. Vax is taking a little bit of damage from the guy who dropped down red hatch. Ewan getting the refrag back on the Lobs, getting his teammates revenge there, bringing it to a 4v4. Vac now on half health, but as he's taking a little bit of damage from a pre-fire from the window, as Pulse is now holding below here, waiting for a repel in or something of the sort, but no attackers going down there to help him, as well as I believe that's the Valkyrie down below waiting for a plant denial opportunity here, or a pre-placed C4 on this window here. Pulse sees them on the window as they're trying to figure out what they're going to do here. 1 minute left. Neon has not even gotten into the building yet. Pre-placing a C4 right underneath that chair as they're going to swing in here, as the Pulse is going to keep cardiac sensing. As he's going to walk through here. Ace now and Cigar as well. Does not see the mute by the table. Now he sees them. Headshot straight on the Uwick. Gets that frag. 4v3 now. Azius on very low HP here. Actually, not that low, very low. He's on half HP here as they're going to walk on the site. 30 seconds left in the round. They have to make a critical move here. All the attackers are swarming this side of the map. The Yana Jones going out. Ace charges on the wall. All the attackers are swarming a C4 from Yuri. Yuri onto Watt, brings it to a 3v3, basically even health game here, as Shadow Flash is going to swing the staircase, but gets taken out by Yuri on the stairs there. Sparks takes out Azius, and the last remaining attacker is Azzy on site, but they will win it out to timeout. And that is a round for Houston. Man. Oh, and Wolf has just disconnected, so a little bit of a tech issue, but he will hopefully be returning soon. Now a 4-3 match for Houston against this Neon team. A very critical round for them, getting that first defensive round, getting the momentum going, as I like to say. But now they are kind of trying to change up their stats here, going, going. Oh wow, English is hard today, so I'm so sorry, everybody. Opting to go downstairs to the kitchen, service and cooking area, hopefully with a better hold than the defenders that last round. But hopefully everything will turn out all right.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And they're up to go downstairs here. Sparks definitely on that Cade, as well as Yerzy on that Jaeger. Very strong moves here. Vaxon's on that, I believe that's the castle there. Sorry, this pixels on my screen are not filling out very well. Sistro on that board and very strong pick for this room to counter that flashlight, but with no Ying on the board, might just be going in that for the gun, as most people do. And Havoc is on that mute shotgun there as they're also trying to set up this building here as they're getting all of their utilities set up. Vac setting up his usual go-to setup here as they're trying to. Oh, a beautiful Cade Claw. That Cade Claw is one of the most satisfying things personally to hit on this map. Is just being able to throw it in the right spot every single time, getting the hatch and the two walls. Just to add a little bit of a commentator opinion there.
All right, guess who's here, chat?
Oh,
Wolf,
it's back.
Wolf he had to deal with something.
Welcome back to the booth.
Thank you, thank you. I am gonna be doing a caster E sub. Short notice, I guess. You know, can't let what could be the best game of the regular season, that is. This could be a final matchup. Can't let what could be the best game of the regular season be a solo job. It's got to be a duo. This is a job for two people.
I need to be that duo, bro. Thank you, Vac, for joining me in the booth, opting to help me out here. But the Lobs is already inside, as well as Dexys, and there was an attacker that was upstairs, but he's opted to run away as he's being forced off by those two attackers. Smart move from the defender that was on that white staircase there. I believe it was the Jaeger that ran away. Smart move by him, getting away from all that action there. A 2v1 is not in his favor there. Bodies and guns wise, going against two critical players on their team as well. A minute 40 in the round, not a lot of action as well as the last round. They like playing this nice and slow. Cam spotting out lobs as they're going to start to roam clear this entire floor here as they're going to try to get these hatches opened up. But one defender upstairs is Zestro getting a frag straight into a Dexy. C4 coming out. Tick, tick, boom, misses the frag grenade as well as the C4. And the Dexys gets that kill to Zestro now at 4v3 as they try to head to the side here. One defender on the white stairs here. I believe that was Vac or Sparks on the stairs there trying to rat that out as the attackers are going to start swarming the building here. Two defenders now in sight. Two attackers on Freezer's side trying to get the wall opened up, but they end up getting only the hatch as Sparks gets a crazy C4 onto a Dexys as he's going to run straight through prep into Bakery to try to take some roam kills here. Castled off. Yuke gets a kill onto Azzy. That's a 4v3 opportunity now. C4 coming out from Uwick. Misses that thermite, that Watson kill there. Last two attackers on the right side of the building, to Uwick's right rather, on that Kochek side of the building there. 40 seconds now, as I just mentioned, as they're going to try to get this castle barricade opened up maybe here, or maybe go upstairs. But Vac taking a lot of damage from that grenade underneath the barricade. Flash just unfortunately cannot get that barricade opened up with that grenade, as the grenade hitbox is very touchy. I know the reality of that. The Watson gonna get the wall open now with no denial on it. He's gonna be able to have a one-drop Razor Hatch. That's a kill for Shadow Flash on the Sparks. That's a double kill for Shadow. As a 1v2 now swings right back into Neon's favor as they're getting these kills right in the side here. And that's a amazing kill from Watson. And that is another round for Neon, bringing it to a 4-4 split on round 8.
No, a complete collapse. A complete collapse there at the end by the Houston Havoc. They had the positioning. All they had to do was watch one wall and a hole next to it. They couldn't get it done. They couldn't get it done. Allowing Shadow Flash to walk in there. Like, listen, right now, if we're being frank, Miami hasn't... Most of the roster is not here yet. But Shadow Flash is more than making up for it. He has more than... almost double than everybody else in the lobby's maximum at the moment.
Attackers need to locate
and I don't think Miami's complaining.
He's having a game right now, that's for sure. He is one of the power lifter, heavy lifter MFers on this team right now. He is putting the team on his back right now with this absolutely crazy spread of kills and deaths so far. 12-5 for a game like this is absolutely crazy for Shadow. He is having himself a game. Absolutely just going ham on everybody right now. Defenders opting to go for a similar setup as to their first defense there. With a setup you see quite often on these walls here, getting that bakery locked off, as well as side bake with that mute play, as well as the usury honorable mind being able to lock down bakery, but with the attackers having no ying play, might make it difficult for them to clear out this bakery push. But if they're quick, they can get into bakery here, as there are no defenders inside of bakery right now. If they have intel on this, they are going to be able to just walk straight in with absolutely zero coverage. But I believe the mute is now, or that's the Cade rather, Sparks, going to walk back towards that doorway and try to make sure no one's going to just catch them off guard right now. But the defenders still completely oblivious to that side of the map there, as the attackers are obviously oblivious as well, as they have no idea that zero defenders are inside of there. I'm sorry I keep mentioning it, but a crazy C4 from Zistro onto Azzy gets him out of the round early. Pack your bags and go home, as you just got sent to straight to the Shadow Realm with that C4. Cremated straight to out of existence. Yana gonna hop in and get taken out by Ewing. That's a kill for him. He's getting shot through the skylight now. That's a kill for Blessing. Refrags right back onto him. Now a 4v2. Shadow Flash gonna drop the hatch here straight to the back there. One's into Cigar. A crazy shot from Shadow Flash on the Zistro, cleaning him up. 3v3 now. Miami had the early advantage, but with that, after that mute died, it all went downhill from there with those last two defenders upstairs. 3v3 now. A minute and a half remaining. A lot more action than last round, which is great to see from teams playing like this right now, playing nice and slow, methodical, and then they instant switch it up to get all these frags here. Usury going to impact that castle out and rotate back over into coach check, as Vac is going to sit inside of that bakery there, holding a pixel on there. But I believe more the defenders here are going to start roaming around. I believe that was a breaching charge from above from the Shadow Flash, clearing out some area as Lobs is going to clear out some area inside of Freezer there, as he's going to start just hammering that floor there, as the defenders are going to start scrambling around trying to find places to hide. But he takes a little bit of damage, I believe, from the Cade Claw through the floor, and is not able to find it. Find the one for the hatch, but the Thermite's going to try to trick it and get rid of the Cade Claw, and hopefully with the hatch up with that new Thermite glitch that was discovered recently. But now the attackers are still trying to figure out what's going on here. 30 seconds now, just getting these major walls opened up. It's going to be a major freezer push here, as they're getting all these freezer walls opened up. Hopefully there's some intel on that, as Lobs is still putting a great vertical angle here. Straight onto this. Vaccines gets a great kill on the Shadow Flash, bring it to a 3v2 now in favor of Houston, as there's 10 seconds remaining in the round. They gotta get the plant down here. Nade out from Lobs, a kill onto Sparks from Watson. Plant going down now from the Thermite. The plant denial! The plant denial from Vaccines, and then Usury cleans up the round. Absolutely amazing round win for Houston, and a great plant denial from Vac. Absolutely crazy round for Houston. Oh my god. Amazing round. All I gotta say. Nothing else to say about that round. A flawless plant denial, hop over the desk, straight into a instant headshot from SMG11. Amazing round again from Houston. I keep saying it, but amazing round for Houston there. Huge round for Houston. Now, hopefully they can clean it up before OT to get some more points and knock Neon down off their podium here. But it being 5-4, still a very close game. Neon still has the opportunity to come back here and get some round wins and bring the game back in their favor. But after that last round, I don't know what they're going to do, because they applied zero pressure to Bakery, as we saw. They all opted to go to Freezer side and focus on where the castles were, instead of focusing on what I like to call the defender's Achilles heel, which is where they are the weakest, and that was their Bakery position, because there was literally no defenders inside of that. It was like no, not a Trojan horse. It was like cardboard tanks in World War II. The U.S. used cardboard tanks. It's kind of like that. They showed their defense, but the attackers
10 seconds left.
didn't really have the oomph to really push that spot there and be able to get the frags off. and be able to like, take that position, that very critical position, to win that round out. But unfortunately, they played way too slow, wasted way too much time, ended up losing the round. But hopefully, Neon's time management will be better as the rounds go on. As we've seen these last couple rounds, it takes them forever to get onto site and eventually get these kills. But Lob's taking a lot of damage from Sparks as they trade half health each off that spawn peak there, getting him down. But Sparks has those Thunderbird stations. He can go run and heal out, which means IQ's going to be at that very low health, or be at half health the rest of the round here. Sorry, I had to sneeze one moment. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem. Miami's hold for this site. It's nothing to. Oh my God,
Oh
Zistro!
my God!
Zistro will get a double. His nitros have been stunning. His nitros have been stunning these past few rounds. You could attribute his nitros to almost 2-round win should they win this one in the next 2 minutes. Watson,
Wow.
Miami's very, very spread out. Let's see if they can get things together and come together, because at the moment their attack's looking a little bit scattered.
Absolutely crazy C4 from Zistro there. Just absolutely wiping the floor with Blessing. Adexi's in shadow with that one amazing C4. Watt slowly creeping up those white stairs there with no intel on him. He has an opportunity here to get multiple frags onto this Houston team and swing around in his favor. I believe Zabak has no idea, but put down to no HP. Now he knows and is not giving the call out. He rotates back over to Freezer. Triple kill for Zistro there. Amazing headshot on the Sparks from him there as well. He's gonna rotate back around, but it gets killed by Vac as he loses location. 4v1 now. Not looking good for Neon. Neon now 1v4. With at half health, the first man to take damage in this round. 3v1 now, rather, as Vac is going to peek the sunlight for absolutely no reason. He's going to start cleaning up these defenders here. Defenders now.
What?
The stream
Oh my God. No way, bro.
having a small tech issue, ladies and gentlemen.
1 second, folks.
Well, I believe that round was gonna end up going to Houston anyways, due to just being a 4v1. So I'll call that round in favor of Houston there, being able to effectively clean up that Neon team, bringing it to a 6-4. Unless the IQ magically popped off and got 3 headshots, man, I would love that. But I just don't think that's a realistic view on that there, as we wait for the stream to come back up here momentarily, as we're having a small tech issue, because Sony's great. Thank you, Sony. But while we're waiting for the stream to come back up, let's talk about some small things about these teams real quick. So Neon and in this Neon team, their last game was a 7-5 victory over Tampa Bay. That was on day 15, as well as a forfeit loss against Montreal, unless Montreal was the one that forfeited. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Montreal forfeited against them. And then their game before that, day 14, was a 7-0 victory against the Sevens. And then right before that was a 7-8, very close down to the wire victory against Neon. And then on the Houston side of things, I think I did this earlier, but the last Houston game that we can see was a 3-7 loss to Toronto. Again, probably because of lack of intel or being able to win those one-on-one gunfights. And then right before that was a 7-1 victory over Las Vegas, and then before that was a 8-6 victory over Atlanta Hydras, who have now rebranded, who are not the Hydras anymore. I believe Atlanta is now the Atlanta Wolves. But we're still waiting for this stream here. Hopefully comes back up here soon. All right, I believe the tech issue has been resolved, and I don't know what has happened to the lobby. I believe we're gonna have a reconnect here from our observer Vac, to see what the damage is on this game. Hopefully, it's not too bad because that game was getting into a and getting into the late stages, and hopefully, it won't be a rehost situation. But I believe we'll be a-okay um as the it is now a 3v4 now. Straight off the board as one of the defenders has left the game. I thinking it was some kind of glitch or something. It was a glitch. It was not on a player end. It was definitely a player glitch. Vac gets a clean kill. Straight into a Dexy is now a 3v3. Houston a man down on the scoreboard here, as well as a man down in lives this round so far. Vac is now ratting inside of that cocktail balcony there, waiting for an attacker just to make some noise and push over to. But Shadow patiently waiting on this hatch here with 35 seconds remaining in the round, with only one defender being killed. Technically two, if you want to count the one that's not in the game, but we'll just call it two. As he's going to run straight into sight here. Vac taken down by Lob as well as Watt, and the attackers are going to clean up that round. And now it is a 6-5, but Houston still has the lead here, and hopefully one of the Houston players will reconnect here shortly. A little bit of an odd occurrence that has just happened to us. A very unfortunate occurrence as we couldn't see what was happening in that round, but all that mattered was the result, really, as Neon was able to clean up the round. And we're going to take a momentary pause here to allow the Houston player, I believe it was Ewick, to reconnect because he is disconnected for whatever may be the reason. So we're going to take a short couple 1 or 2 minute delay here to wait. Hopefully he can reconnect in time. Okay. So he will not. Okay, unfortunately, Ewick will not be returning.
Yeah,
as Zach just mentioned.
Houston has decided that Ewick has to go apparently. So they're just they gotta play it out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Houston.
The second time Houston's lost a player in the middle of a close game.
Unfortunately,
they've got to get it sorted out.
The location of a bomb.
Because it's bad for the viewers. It's bad for their team. Looks bad.
Yeah. They gotta get these rosters cleaned up and make sure people have enough time. Even if the game goes into OT, my rule of thumb is in a ranked, in a pro league, in a muter league, whatever your league might be, make sure you have enough time to play in a game that goes to the max amount of time, because you literally never know if a game is going to go to overtime. That's the rule of thumb that I always follow. A ranked game in R6 could go to like 5-4, which it usually goes to, and that's 9 rounds, and that game in total could take like 45 minutes. I always plan for 50 minutes in advance just to make sure I don't have to leave my team and leave them like sad or angry at me that I had to leave. But life happens sometimes. It could be an unplanned event, an emergency, you never really know. But in this case, it really doesn't matter. Hopefully Uwek figures out his situation, whatever's going on, and will play in later games, as he's not returning this game, as we just heard. But now the attackers, Miami, now having the man advantage here, might have an easier time getting the W here, unless they can pull out. They only need 1 round win here in order to close out the game. But a round win for Miami sends them straight to OT, and no matter what, both teams will at least get 1 point, and the winner getting 2, obviously. But now Miami taking their time here with 2 minutes already on the board, as they're gonna just rappel straight in upstairs and start clearing it out, room clearing. C4 from below, but Shadow down to quickly low HP, but Zistro taking a lot of damage from, I believe, down white, as that was a Dexy is probably shooting at him with 17 bullets in his gun there. And Shadow's gonna re-peek the hole here, as Buck is also gonna re-peek it as well. But I believe he's already back down away from that spot there as he made himself known with that C4. Now all the defenders, I believe, are on site besides the man inside of coat check there. As Yana's going to hop down the banister here and start going out here. Dexys gets a kill on the Zistra now 5v3. As he's going to start to swarm the site and swarm the building here. No more rumors remaining besides the man in Kochek, I believe. And they're going to start to just absolutely swamp these guys. As they're going to start running here. Yes, still a man in Kochek area, like main door area. Calculating on the doorway. As they're going to get the Thatcher, as they're going to Thatcher the wall and get it open with the thermite there, get the freezer opened up. Not opting to go for a bakery push this time. Usury taking a lot of damage on red stairs. Gets wallbang killed by a Dex, I believe that was the Watson there. Wall getting opened up. Lobs takes out Usury, finishes him off 4v2 now. Houston not looking good right now. Not looking very healthy in this 4v2 right now. As they're going to start swarming us here. Vac ratting in that little corner there, and Sparks holding the site by himself solo right now as Vac probably gets some kills. Lobs gets a frag onto Sparks. Now in a 4v1 is Vac. Vac in a 4v1 to win the game right here. Plant going down. Not looking good with minimal time remaining. 3 attackers now downstairs. One's gonna be going red side to hold that crossfire there, but with that attacker planting right behind the chassis, I believe this is round over for Jaeger. Vac, unless he can get the frags here. Soft ping coming out, I believe, on the red stairs guy as he hears them coming around the corner, trading shots off, nothing really getting landed. Vac needs to make a move here as he's going to get a Gone 6 shot at him. As he's going to just start swinging the doorway, and Buck skeleton keys up. And now we have a 6-6 overtime game, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6. Yes. We all expected it, but this game could have gone a lot differently if you would have stuck around, and they probably, most likely, would have had a better chance at closing it out to a 7-5 game. So, hopefully we don't see too bad of a loss from Houston here. It's 1st to 8, I believe, in this overtime, as it just being a regular overtime, not an overtime match point yet. But hopefully Houston doesn't lose too bad, being a man down nonetheless against this Neon team. Predominantly dominant team all through the course of the season, being just recently knocked off by Calgary, which yet again was a controversial decision, as Gallion mentioned earlier, which kind of confused me as well. But with this doubleheader today, they have secured themselves 6 additional points to anchor themselves at the top of that leaderboard just for now, until they acquire a loss or an OT win, and we see a Neon washout getting 3 points. So you got to give themselves a better chance at getting that first spot back. But hopefully later on in the season, we will be seeing these 2 teams again in the championship tournament. So hopefully that'll also be a good game for them as well. Vac, do you have any thoughts about the championship teams as of right now? Thoughts in advance?
I
mean, really? Do we have any idea? We know the big 4, but from there, it's really a toss-up.
Honestly, yeah. A lot of these teams are still fighting for these spots in the top 4 here. A lot of movement really down the board as we look at some of these lower teams like Ottawa moving up very quickly, but a recent loss to Calgary might send them quaking a little bit, as they're going to probably be stuck in their place for a little while. But with the tournament still so far away, it's really hard to tell still, as the attackers now are going to start formulating their plan here, as they're going to start to get rid of some ordnance here with these Twitch drones. Hatches over the Buck skeleton key. C4 coming out, almost lands on top of Lob's head there, but ultimately misses completely and doesn't get any damage onto him. That was Zistra's C4 again, trying to sauce him up. But Usury also does not have a C4. I believe he may have used it to make a rotate hole to save Sparks' his impact grenade for later in the round. But now Nomad Charge is going down to cover this flank, the flank and the pushes from the pillars there. But with so many places, with so limited manpower in this Houston team, by losing one singular person, it might be just a washout right now. A Cigar is completely clear. No men in Cigar, but there is one guy in Freezer holding head holes, unless the wall is just completely reinforced. But Lobs on that buck pick there is now straight inside of the site there, as Zistro gets a frag on the Lobs. Now 4v4, even gunfight at full health. Everybody is ready for this round. this round could go in anybody's favor right now, as now is a fair, even playing field. 4v4 now. Two attackers or two defenders inside of Cocktail. One inside of that bathroom area and one inside of that hallway area next to pallets, I believe. As Vac is going to be down white stairs, going for a big flank here as flash grenades are going to rain through. Attacker not going to hop down through skylight as he spams his flash grenades through. More will my discard to get thrown up there as you're going to try to counter that ordnance there. Peeks from left side, he has his head taken off by Flash. Amazing kill from Flash. Vac's gonna start getting the wall open there. As he's gonna get the wall open up there with Vac flanking up that white stairs there. Critical positioning right now. If you want to win up red, would have been a lot better of a flank to get behind these cigar players, but with no one holding flank and maybe limited flank drones. It doesn't really matter. Adexes gets a kill on the user ray, and now it's now it's just a bloodbath. Adexes gets a double kill, and now the last one is Vac on his hard right. And now he has no idea what's going on, and a triple kill for Adexes. It's gonna win the round out for Neon and bring it to a 7-6. Great shots there from that F2 recoil control. The absolute beam Adexes has. Absolutely crazy play from them. Good play from Neon. Absolute bloodbath. Only losing one player in the progress, but in a 5v4, what do you expect? We can see now, sides are switching, 7-6 now, as I just mentioned. Neon looking good to win out this game here and get the 2 points they fought so hard for. But then again, this game could have been closed out earlier if the Houston player would have remained. But it's an unfortunate circumstance that happens time to time. But it's really just a role. It's really just a role of the leaders to get these rosters cleaned up and make sure that people who are playing have time, and et cetera, et cetera. So now with 5 defenders, this Neon team's looking really good right now to win this game out. If they play their cards right, if they get too far ahead of themselves here, they could easily lose. They could easily lose their grip here on this team to a 7-7. But that's me just spitballing. That's me just spitballing some crazy ideas here. As Neon is probably going to clean this round up unless they yet again probably
5 seconds left before insertion.
might overplay themselves here. Might outplay themselves here if you catch my drift. What I'm trying to say, they're outplaying themselves, but hopefully they don't get too cocky here and just end the game round anyways. So. The attacker's now going to walk straight onto the building now. Going to try to rappel onto the roof here and get some hatches zoomed up with that sledge as well as a Nomad. We have Zistro on the Iana, and a good pick for a 4v5 situation, as well as the IQ to search out for these electronic devices. Most of the attackers, or rather defenders, having electronic devices. A good pick nonetheless to try to find these Val cams as well. Getting those Val cams is such a crucial pick as well. As you're gonna start clearing out some space here, getting some wall bang shots with that rotate there is usury. He's gonna start just absolutely just getting these windows opened up, opening these angles for defenders to be scared of. Get away from the windows and hide your kids, hide your wives, because they're opening every window up in this building. Zistro gonna get the hatch opened up here. Sledge is gonna just pound the hatch open, but I think he just made Zistro fall down the hatch. Yeah, he did. Zistro is sitting on the hatch, but I believe that was all planned out. But Lobs now down red. A situation coming up here. Lobs with an incredible flick kill onto Zistro there, bringing it to a 3v5 now in favor of Neon as well. It's just gonna be a washout through here as they're gonna start room clearing, getting these defenders off of their spots here with their incredible intel game. But now with the attackers on the roof and that Iana off the board, that is a very crucial. This is a very crucial time now for Neon with a minute 15 remaining in this overtime match point as they're taking their time to get some intel here. Sees that Dexy's on the shield. Is able to save the drone there as he's going to start just wandering out through the cigar lounge, trying to see. Here's the hatch drop, but wall is not open. 2 hatch drop now. Swings the Dexy. Dexy's going to pre-fire and try to back off here because he's getting intel droned. As soon as he's going to swing through here, looks for a Val cam as he's going to start looking around for just anything to be able to shoot. Oh, Lobs downstairs gets the double kill onto Usury. That's Case downstairs. And down goes Sparks. 1v5 now looking good for Neon. Zistro's already left. The BM is real. Usury is already left. And it looks like it's going to be a cleanup for Neon here as the entire enemy team is now leaving. As Vaxon's the last one left with Sparks hanging around to watch it unfold. Taking some shots here is the Valkyrie downstairs, but I feel like they're just going to rush this guy. And yes, they do. Adexius gets the kill onto him. And that is a match win for Neon. 2 points to Neon and 1 point to Houston. Amazing game we saw here. Unfortunate circumstances with tech issues and with player issues, but it's all in just all unfortunate circumstances. But overall, a good game in my opinion.